and the city's been down, and it found a way to get up. All right, it's found a way to overcome adversity. All right, and so this team's going to be built on. We're going to kick you in the teeth. All right, and when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you, and when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right, and we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right, and on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
All right. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening wherever you are across the world. My name is Derek, and this is Spike Kool-Aid, a Detroit Lions vlogcast. I am also known as the Gridiron Blitz, and I will be riding solo today. Shout out to everybody in the chat, MicroMike, my ISN brother, Noble Sports Entertainment, TROXEL'S Sports Talk, the DERRN, all of them. We are going to talk, this is an emergency podcast, really. The show is Tuesday, 7 o'clock EST, followed by the One Pride podcast on Thursday. But if you guys did not know, Matthew Stafford was traded in a handshake method to the Los Angeles Rams that will be effective March 17th of this year, which will be the new league year. And we got in return Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks for next year and the year after, and this year's third-round pick. Well, I had some time to sleep on it, and I woke up this morning, and already the Jared Goff to Detroit is getting annihilated across the internet. Detroit Lions fans are not even giving Jared Goff a chance. And so what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk about this. And I also wanted to talk about some other things, too, that are going across on Twitterville. So the first thing we need to talk about, I had it all mapped out and all pulled up, is Matthew Stafford to the Rams and Jared Goff to the Lions. Now, I will be paying much more attention to the chat today because Mike, man, I still got some tweaking and stuff to do, but I wanted to get it open today. So let's address the chat. Travis, member gang, appreciate you last night. Evil Hammer is in the building. Fantasy Chief as well. Joseph Rodriguez is here as well. Gridiron Buns says, I'm going to be a Rams fan until Stafford retires. P Blues is in the building. What's up, everybody? MicroMike says, Stafford wanted to be traded anywhere but the Patriots. That's so funny. He must have hated Patricia beyond belief. And that is actually what I wanted to start off with today. Just before I went live, came through Bleacher Report that Matthew Stafford said, look, you can send me anywhere but New England. He did not want to go to New England, and that speaks volumes of his how he felt about Matthew Stafford as Matt Patricia, as MicroMike was saying. So that is the one place he didn't want to go, which was why he didn't end up there. So that was just a off the wall rumor. But I wanted to talk about how everybody is kind of dissing the deal. Okay. Now, if you have an opinion, that's your opinion, and I'm perfectly fine with it. The issue that I have is the deal involved 2 firsts and a third, which is this year. The 2 firsts come over the next 2 years. And we got Jared Goff. Okay. Now, a lot of people feel like, well, the Rams are going to go deep into the playoffs, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that, and we are not going to be able, we're going to initially or essentially get 2 second-round picks. And for those people, I ask you this. Who was our running back drafted 34th, 35th overall in last year's draft? One DeAndre Swift. Now, I didn't see anybody complaining about DeAndre Swift being taken early in the second round. So if the Rams would have picked 22nd-ish this year, right? They beat the Seattle Seahawks in the first round, so that would have put them in the early to mid 20s in draft position. That's a better draft spot than DeAndre Swift was drafted. Okay, so I don't really think that that's a big deal. Leave it in the comments or chat if you think that is a big deal at all. Jay White, what's good with you? Jack Merriman is in the building. Member Jorge Good morning to you, sir. Steve says, you guys convinced me last night to give Goff a chance, and I hope Stafford has success in L.A. We're going to talk about that too, man. Jay says, let's fix the defense and run game. Zach says, I like the deal. How can you hate 2 first-round picks and a bridge QB? Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Great trade, so happy. Sorry I missed it, says Jorge. So Stafford going to the Rams and Goff to Lions. No, not a problem at all. Stafford will be the deal consisted of Stafford goes to the Rams. The Detroit Lions get Jared Goff. We get 2 first-round picks next year and the year after, and we get this year's 3rd-round pick. So as of right now, the Detroit Lions have 6 picks, and Brad Holmes is not done. MicroMike bringing the smoke already. He says, don't want success for Stafford. Okay, we're going to talk about that too because, I got to keep it real with y'all, man. I want Stafford to win. I really do. The trade is early. Okay, it's been just over 12 hours since we got the news, maybe around 16. And Kelly Stafford is already posting stuff on her Instagram page about them going to California. Now, last week when the news came out, she did her, typical thing that she does on Instagram. And I would really like to see Matthew Stafford. I really would like to see him. He's not known for speaking in front of the media. He's not a man of many words, but I would like to see Matthew Stafford in letter. I would even take a letter to the city, or he gets in front of the media and he says something. He doesn't have social media, okay? But I feel like Matthew Stafford should get up and say, hey, listen, I was your quarterback for 12 years, and, you guys meant this much to me, and, I got to go now. But I would like to see that. I really would. Steve says she always runs her mouth. Yeah. Now, we're going to go here because this show, I went on today because on Tuesday's show, I'm not going to be able to do the same things because Tuesday's show is going to be a little different. But we're going to start with, I'm going to share my screen very quickly, and I want to talk about this stuff. All right? So let's go there. And let's go there. Now we'll bring that in and we'll go full screen. I hate it when it does that. Okay, we're going to stop sharing. We're going to try that again. Okay, StreamYards needs to get this thing together, bro. They need to get this together. They did it yesterday and then it came back. There we go. All right. So, Mr. Barry Sanders, the greatest running back of all time, in my opinion, tweeted out to Matthew Stafford. He doesn't have a Twitter account, but he hashtagged him. He says, just wanted to send out a quick note thanking Matt Stafford and his family for all they've done for the team, the fans, and the city. And then he tagged the Lions, the Rams, and the NFL. And this is great because underneath that, I see something else I want to talk about, okay? And that is the bad narrative that the city of Detroit receives. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments, do you think that Matthew Stafford should get in front of the media or what? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. All right. I like this by Barry Sanders. Classy. Barry Sanders has always been classy, and I can appreciate him for that. I hope that the Detroit Lions wind up amending Calvin Johnson's relationship, so maybe Calvin can get into this too. But Barry Sanders has always been a classy guy, and I think that that's a big deal. So shout out to Barry Sanders. Now, I didn't look at this tweet, so let me look at it before I share it here. All right. Now, this right here is what annoys me about this, how people view our city, okay? And we'll get to the comments in a second. Jay White says, Goff going to play with a chip on his shoulder. The Rams disrespected him. Oh, yeah. Not only that, Jay, and chat. Not only the Rams, the Detroit Lions fans, man. We've already written this guy off. He's a bridge guy. He's trash. He's this and that. And I think it's very disrespectful. The guy did make it to a Super Bowl, okay? Now, Stafford has never done that, but we're ready to throw Goff in the trash. But this is why I have a problem, and this is why I wanted to get live today. I grew up in the city of Detroit, okay? I live not too far outside the city. I'm 40 years old. I spent at least 32 to 35 years of my life in the great city of Detroit. A lot of stereotypes about the city of Detroit are true, Okay? Unfortunately, they are. However, when an outsider talks about my city, I get annoyed. Okay? And what I mean by an outsider is somebody who doesn't understand the city of Detroit. Dan Campbell said it the best, okay, about what this city is about. You got to take, there's a lot of bad, but there's also a ton of good, all right? And this annoyed me today. And when I saw this, I knew instantly I needed to go live. And what this is Mr. YouTube sensation, former Colts, Indianapolis Colts punter, Pat McAfee. Phenomenal show on YouTube. Make sure you check it out from 12 to 3, Monday through Friday. So Mr. Pat McAfee wants to put his 2 cents into the Matthew Stafford situation. He says, hey, Jared, we're trading you to Detroit. What? Why? You stink. So me for Stafford? No. You, 2 first-round picks and a 3rd-round pick. Wow, that's a lot for one guy. Yeah, we really wanted to move on. Best of luck on the golf course in Detroit, though. And here's the thing about that. Pat McAfee is just getting started. He is on a tear of harassing Jared Goff, okay, about coming to the city of Detroit. And I am offended by that. I really am, because Pat McAfee has no idea about the city of Detroit. All right? And for people like, for me, if you're an outsider, I need you to respect my city, okay? So for me, as a Lions fan, I'm giving Jared Goff a chance, all right? I said, along with MicroMike and the rest of the fellas, that we needed, I wouldn't mind if we got the Jared Goff. I said that. We would have to get at least a 1st-round pick, maybe 2. And it played out just as expected if they were to deal with the Rams. Now let's address the chat. Jay White says, facts. These outsiders talk about our city. Most of these people wouldn't make it in this city. It's cold in the D, the strong survive. That's all facts. And I feel like Kelly was ready to go. You know, the saying is happy wife, happy life. And a lot of that is true. But I think at the same time, Matthew Stafford was ready to go as well. But we will talk more about that on Tuesday's show. So make sure you tune in for the Spike Kool-Aid podcast. You can hate me now, Mackenzie says, people sleeping on Goff. Remember a guy named Ryan from Jacksonville look at him now. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Goff. And I think the fact that we have him and people are not willing to give this young man a chance, okay? There was one instance that I was done with this team. That's if Marvin Lewis was hired, okay? I don't think that this is a bad deal. Now, I put out a poll about who won the trade, and there are people actually saying that the Rams won this trade. I don't know how. I have no idea, but that's what they're saying. They're saying the Rams won this trade, and I don't know if that's the case, all right? Now, we got a lot to talk about, man. We have a lot to talk about. I don't know how long I'll be on today, but some moves are going to be made in this city, okay? Expect another Detroit Lion to probably sign with the Los Angeles Rams. I want you to put it in the comments who you think that person will be. MicroMike says, Goff, my QB. He's mine as well, sir. I mean, it is what it is. We just got to do it. Paul Banks says, what's up? What's up, Paul? Dave is in the building. Dave says, David Adamski says, my only worry on Goff is the Rams only have around 25 sacks allowed. Lions were around 45. Very true. How will Goff do with less time to get rid of the ball? Plus, if Marvin Jones Jr. and Galladay leave, who will he throw the ball to? That's all facts. And we have to believe that the GM and coach have a plan. Now, it's funny that you mentioned that because I had just asked a question. You can hate me now, Mackenzie. Marvin Jones Jr. Now, hopefully I don't get a copyright strike with this whole thing, but I'm going to show you guys this right here. This is from Dan Orlowski, okay, who is a Stafford supporter, says, y'all know what else the Rams should do? sign Marvin Jones Jr. to their wide receiver core. Okay. And this is a reply tweet from MJJ. Got the little Tupac in there. He looks excited to me. He looks like he could be leaving on a jet plane as well to head to the city of Los Angeles. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Okay. So that's another Detroit Lion that will not resign. Now, we do have Geronimo Allison. We do have Quintez Cephas. And I don't think we have Jamal Agnew. So that means that we are going to have to get out. Remember when we used to have, when wide receiver used to be a problem? Remember when we had more than we knew what to do with? We had Travis. We had Agnew. We had tons, man. A plethora. Who's going to start? 2 years ago, we were just talking about who the Lions are going to cut. Oh, we got to, is it Travis? Will DA make the team? And now we are in a world of pain. However, I do believe that Brad Holmes has something up his sleeve. What's up, the real dad? Says, I need Lions to keep Kenny Golladay. Well, came out today or yesterday that Golladay does want to sign and that Campbell and Holmes are very high on signing them. Not only him, but Romeo as well. Travis with the super chat says, the next Drew Brees, remember Los Angeles Chargers didn't want him. So he went to the Saints and became a Hall of Fame quarterback. Travis, thank you for the super chat. No need, man. Appreciate you and a member as well. But thank you, my friend. I think that's kind of a big jump for Jared Goff. I mean, you could see Drew's potential, but Jared Goff does have potential as well. And we'll talk more about that on Tuesday. What's up, Noble Sports Entertainment? My brother, hope you start feeling better soon. He's been kind of down and out under the weather, but he will get better, and we are hoping so soon. Citadel says, keep Kenny, let Marvin go, sign Juju or Will Fuller. I've been hearing a lot about Juju Smith coming to the city of Detroit. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if Juju brings a lot of bad juju with him, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if I'm high on Juju coming to the city. Hollywood. What's up, Hollywood? Party all the time, my friend. Good morning to you on the West Coast. You are getting our former quarterback in your town. Ken says, I think it's a good fit for Rams and Lions. You got those first round and third round picks. I'm not a Goff fan, but he's played in those big games. So I'm hopeful he'll do good with the right coaching. And that's very important. We are going to have to make sure that happens. MicroMike says, OBJ, nah. I'm good. Yeah, Allen Robinson. That would be fantastic. That would be great to have him here. I don't know what they can do with this cap situation, but we will see. Now, let's get through Twitterville, because Twitterville is a hot mess. All right, now I want y'all to remember, man, it's a family show, okay? And we want to keep everything on the up and up, all right? But I am a little irritated at this too. All right, we got a former Detroit Lion, and this goes in line with Matthew Stafford. All right. Oh boy. This is why I wanted to bring this tight. This is what I wanted to do when I got into YouTube, man. I want to have a show like this, kind of edgy, pushes the envelope a little bit, but do so respectfully. Now, Matthew Stafford, in about 6 weeks, will no longer be a Detroit Lion. I'm sure he probably has started packing up. House is on the market. He'll be in LA before the deal is final. He'll probably have to fly back, or if he has to do anything to wrap it up in Detroit. But a former player who used to play for us, I'm going to give you guys a minute or so. Put in the chat who you think it was. David is already ahead of me. Says, needs to shut up, Darius Slay, and also I said it earlier. All right? I want y'all to check this out. This is a tweet from Darius Slay. It's right in the middle of the screen here, right where the cursor is at. He says, I wonder why Detroit didn't do that for Barry and Calvin. Okay? First of all, Slay, you don't play here no more. All right? So you need to stop. Secondly, what are you trying to insinuate here? What are you up? Obviously, right? It's clear as day. What is he trying to insinuate? Did the Matthew Stafford deal have something to do with race? Here's the thing about that. This was your quarterback. So, in a way, you're talking about him. You're talking about him. Indirectly, you're coming at Matthew Stafford saying, I wonder why they didn't do that for Barry and Calvin. Okay? You don't know what the situation was. But yet again, here's Darius Slay still yapping at the gums. I'm not sure why he feels the need to keep running his mouth, but I feel like he's out of pocket. He's out of pocket, man. Slay is making it about race. I wonder why he continues to talk about Detroit, Mike, because he misses it, man. He got exposed last year, exposed for the trash that he is. And all the Darius Slay defenders, where are you at today? We got any Darius Slay defenders in the chat? If so, let me know. I won't talk about you. Promise. Big D73 says, love the trade, but worried about cap space with taking on Goff's contract. I feel like they have something worked out. I really do. I don't think that Jared Goff is going to get traded because I saw a tweet or something yesterday, I can't find it now, that the Detroit Lions were committed to him, reassuring him, had a long conversation with him. And I'm sure they had this conversation before he got here. Because, see, the Rams, they kind of okey-doked him. You know what I mean? Hey, you're going to be our quarterback. You're a quarterback today. You know what I mean? But behind their back, they were trying to get him gone. What's up? Grim Father, part of the member gang, says Jared Goff won't Jared Goff it up won't last as a Lion. Downgrade at QB. Well, first of all, shout out to the member Grim and the super chat as well. I think Jimmy G wouldn't have made it. I really do. Jimmy G, I don't think he would have made it in this city. However, I think Goff will have something to prove. Former first-round pick, just 4 years removed of the first overall pick, in which Brad Holmes and was part of the team that drafted him, right? They lep up a ton of spots to get this guy, and then they give up on him after 4 years. I think he's an upgrade over Mitchell, okay? And I think we couldn't have really asked for a better guy for a bridge QB if you think he's that guy, okay? Now, I personally, and we'll talk more about this on Tuesday's show, I believe that we're going to have him for the next 3 years. And I don't know if we draft a quarterback. I said last night, I am on the verge or the thinking of we're not going to do that. A lot of people still want to see a quarterback at 7, but I don't think that's going to happen. Micro, Shernette is in the building. Man, you caught me completely by surprise. Good morning, good afternoon. On the Warpath says Slay is an unmitigated fool, and that is all facts. All right. Detroit Legend Sportscast says why he need to stop DP. He's telling the truth. Barry and Calvin was more talented and was league leaders, and the Lions told them no. But the white boy asked for a trade, and it gets granted. Okay, Willie, so respect the comment. Appreciate that, bro. And that's what this show is about. It's a little edgy, okay? But I think we weren't there. We don't know. We don't know what Calvin said. Calvin, he got a lot to say now, okay? Barry has never said anything. How can we make it about that and we don't know that's what it's about? Okay? I think we shouldn't make it about that. We don't know if that was the reason. We have no idea. Do we know if Calvin Johnson asked for a trade? He asked for the Lions asked for their money back. He said no. Do we know if they asked for a trade? Do we know if Barry Sanders asked for a trade? Were we there? So I don't think that is, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I don't want to, as an African-American man. I don't try to make everything about race. I'm not saying you are. But at the same time, we don't know. We weren't there. David with the super chat says, with top quality coaches flocking there over or here over the next here over other options, will free agents see this team the same way in the next year or two? Also, I'd rather stack picks for the next 2 years because hard to scout this COVID season. Well, first of all, Dave, appreciate that super chat. I am going to say yes. We're seeing it already. Anthony Lynn. Man, even Brad Holmes wanted to come over here, okay? He had the Atlanta Falcons and he wanted to come here. Okay, now Dan Campbell, this was the only job he interviewed for as far as head coaching, but he's here now, and he made a splash with his opening remarks, okay? I think we see it already. We see cats wanting to come here, and with free agency 6 weeks away, we're going to see more of that. The situation is, what can the Lions do with their cap situation? Okay, that's what I think. So I have to say yes. And I would rather stack them as well. I don't want to draft a QB at 7 now because of the simple fact that I am starting to believe in his retool, man. That Brad does not believe in rebuild. He wants to retool. I think he has, but he has a lot of work to do. Defense was atrocious, and our offense is basically non-existent. We haven't heard a peep from DA, okay? We don't even know if the Lions want to sign this guy. We have no idea. Right now, we have TJ Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift. That's it. As far as legitimate weapons, Quintez Cephas, I got to see what he got. I got to see what he has. What's up, Rick? What's up? Oh, Shernette with the super sticker. Did not see that. I will highlight that in a second. Man, it is good to see you this afternoon. All right. Detroit Legend says, Barry asked to be traded to Miami. Calvin asked to be traded the year before he retired. Well, listen, if that is the case, you can make it about that. A person can make it about that. But I'm more kind of interested in Darius Slay right now. Darius Slay played with this guy, and all of a sudden, he basically, in a more politically correct way, Detroit Legends Sportscast said what you said. That's exactly what he just said. So, I don't know. But we will have to, maybe somebody can dig deeper and find out. We can definitely find out. Appreciate the super sticker, Shernette. I wish I could see it on here, but I can't. StreamYards is whack. I can't see it. All right, hold on. Let me get this. All right. Okay, so just got a text from 1989. And I am going to have to check that out. But that's very interesting. Very interesting. Appreciate that, Detroit Legend. We're going to have to dive into that, man. We might have to make that its own show. All right, who else we got in here? Shane Harrow is in the building. What's up? Why would you trade Calvin when you have Stafford? Easier to trade Stafford when you have nothing, no chance. We didn't want Stafford to stay, period. Well, I think it was time for him to go as well. How would the salary cap be over? Stafford's contract was huge as well. Well, they're working it out, man, but he's old. It's 100. It's a lot. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, but it's a lot. It's a lot. That's what everybody is worried about. Oh, it does say 1999. Okay. I need to turn these into real glasses. Thank you, Detroit Legend. It does say 1999. All right, so I am trying to find this other Pat McAfee tweet because, I'm feeling some type of way with Pat McAfee. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Because Pat is a little beside himself. You know what I mean? He's a little beside himself. But he did put the little smiley emoji. But shout out to Matthew Stafford, man, saying send me anywhere but New England because I don't want to go there. All right, so Pat tweets a whole lot. Hey, okay, here it is. This is what I wanted to show y'all. All right. Now, Pat McAfee was very, very high on Stafford. During his show, he was trying to get him to come. Travis, what is going on, man? Appreciate the dono. Says, Lions can cut player like Trufant and and Sheldon James to free up $13 million to get players. Well, I'm fine with every last one of them, bro. Cut all them guys, man. Cut all of them. I would love if Trey Flowers was in that as well, but I don't know if they want to do that. But I would definitely take all three of those because they were all garbage in my opinion. Jesse didn't really get the ball thrown to him, so. DERRN says, get me in on this, bro. Oh, now you want to DERRN. Oh, now you want to come in, DERRN. Oh, now you want to come in. All right, DERRN, let me know if you do, bro. Why not re-sign Agnew? Why re-sign Agnew? Is Agnew worth a re-sign? Grim says, cut everybody. Cut everybody. All right. While we're rating on the DERRN response. Okay. Oh, now you want to get in, DERRN. Now you want to get in. Okay. All right. Let me invite my brother, the DERRN, to this broadcast. Thank you guys for rocking Sunday early with me. We're going to get this thing over and done with so we can enjoy the rest of our day. It is snowy here in the great state of Michigan, and I've got to go snowblow. But after that, I kind of smell like gasoline. So, all right. It is in there, the DERRN. You can come anytime you want. All right, check this out. And this is what I was saying earlier about one Mr. Pat McAfee. No. Okay, we got to do that and then do that. Goff packing up his stuff in L.A. to head to Detroit. You see that? You see that? You see what he's saying there? Head hanging down, arms limp to the side. Sad, man. It is sad. And I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. And while I'm not liking it, we got the DERRN. What's up, the DERRN?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
I am doing very well.
Okay. Well, you wanted to get in on the shenanigans. So
yes, sir. I couldn't get in last night.
Yeah, that's right. So talk to us, man. What you want to talk to the people about?
Man, I'm so happy for Stafford. I'm not trying to bash our organization or anything or our team, but this man has gone through the HE double hockey sticks with this team, and he couldn't bring us to where he wanted to. But now he can, I feel, with that team in the Rams. They have a really good defense. They have a run game. They have an offensive line. They have Aaron Donald. He has help now. He has a couple of players, a couple of weapons to help him out. He has Sean McVay. I think they can go pretty far, at least.
Okay, and what do you mean by pretty far? How far is pretty far?
He can at least win a playoff game.
Yeah, which has been very elusive. Very elusive. So DERRN, you're happy for Stafford.
I'm happy for us too, man.
I'm happy for us as well. Yeah. You know what, man? I was thinking about this, and I was talking to the fellas about this today. I really feel like I need Stafford. I need something from Stafford, bro. I need a letter. I need start a Twitter, do something. Dude's been here for 11 years, never complained that I heard. And then within a week, he announces that he wants a trade and is traded.
Right.
And I just feel like, for me, as a Lions fan, I would love for him to just say something. Say something to the city that supported him for the last decade and 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would love.
And I think I have something for that. You remember last year when the reports came out that Kelly wanted out, and she posted all that stuff that's saying that she wanted to go to LA. And if there was a choice, it'd be the Chargers. Well, they just got traded to LA. So I think they wanted out last year, but Quinn begged him to stay. They got their wish now.
We talked about that too. We did talk, and I said on the show, and I've been saying this for a while, that Stafford just, like, if you go watch his last couple of interviews, he just looked like he wasn't there. He's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
100%.
Like, you could see it. And I think he checked out with Jim Caldwell. And I think you were right. When the trade report started is when he probably might have said some stuff. And maybe maybe they convinced him to stay. Because I do remember that, where before the Chargers drafted Herbert, it was Stafford was in that mix. Because Stafford betrayed it. So I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, and the reports came out that he wanted to be traded anywhere but New England.
I saw
and
that.
just who got hired in New England? That's the reason why he didn't want to go there, is because he did not get along with Matt Patricia.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of guys couldn't stand him, bro.
Right.
That's wow. I mean, so Stafford is being more vocal. This comes after a little while after Calvin Johnson has been vocal as well. And now Stafford, who really hasn't said anything. I mean, he hasn't directly said this, but it's reports, Stafford said anywhere but New England.
Yep. Anywhere but New England. I saw that.
I would rather not play anywhere Matt Patricia is than play for potentially the greatest quarterback or the greatest coach in NFL history. Like, it was between Bill Belichick or Matthew Patricia. That's crazy, man.
Well, I have a feeling that he probably would have went there hadn't they not brought him back as an assistant. And I also heard that Washington gave a better offer for Stafford, but I
saw that too. But what happened to her?
But they gave Stafford his wishes on going to LA.
Yeah, that was also his wife's wishes as well.
Yep.
And Clayton Kershaw is there as well, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, because that's all even
his
the
best
LA.
Friend.
I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
That's his best friend.
I know. Oh my God! I'm
all the family getting back together.
Yep. So I think between Stafford, the wife, and Clayton and LA. I mean, come on, man. LA. If you rich, what better place, I guess, could LA, man? But
Mike, DERRN, what do you think of Goff? Okay, well, what I think of Goff now. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's the best quarterback, but he's a top 20 quarterback, guys. He's not that bad. And if you remember right, Holmes is the guy that scouted him, and he's the guy that they traded a lot to go up and get for.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Talk until I can find it.
Okay. Well, I like Jared Goff, man. I
found it.
Okay. Well, before you do that, if you had to take Goff or Wentz, who would you take?
Oh, I'm taking Goff. I am not a big fan of Wentz.
Thank you, Travis. Another super chat says, and then DERRN, you can go. Remember 2014, we had a good defense and a good offense and had some good teams, but not the best coach.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. Thank you.
Coaching
Trav,
makes a huge difference.
Don't have to do that, man. You don't have to super chat, man, but I thank you for that. Go ahead, DERRN.
Okay. Stafford after 5 years, 61 games, 17,457 yards, 109 touchdowns, 73 interceptions, 59.57 completion percentage, and a rate of 83.1. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Goff after 5 years, 69 games, 18,171 yards, 107 touchdowns, 55 interceptions, 63.4 completion percentage, and a rate of 91.5. Not everything is bad as it seems.
Well, I don't really want to get too much into that, but let's get your opinion, DERRN. Why do you think it's so much dislike for Goff?
Because of one terrible year. That's pretty much it. It's one terrible year, and everyone's throwing him under the bus, like the GM, saying that he wasn't committing for him to be his quarterback, and now everyone's like, oh man, he's so bad that the team that jumped up to draft for him doesn't even want him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it does look bad that they would give 2 first-round draft picks and him for Stafford.
It does look bad, but I don't look at it as how everybody else is looking at it. When I watch Jared Goff, I'm just like, he's not bad. Now
he's not terrible at all.
He's not terrible at all. Some people would prefer Wentz, and I don't know how, but that's their opinion.
Definitely not me.
I think Wentz is trash, bro. He is trash. But I'm not going to throw the only thing that I was
Hold on
done
one
with.
second.
Okay.
Travis Doyley, do you not want my money?
No, I just when you give it to me and it keeps coming, bro, like I want you to know that you don't have to do that.
It's not needed, but it is appreciated.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that, because it's just, I mean, it's flowing, man. You did it yesterday, you did it with Mike. So
Man,
it's
that's
not that I
amazing.
don't want your money. It's just, I just want to let you know it's not, you don't have to do that, man. You're a member, super chats. I do appreciate it, bro. But, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I just was like, man, it's a lot. So, but I do appreciate you, brother. All right. So Jorge says, ISM panel, the Lions need a much better running game that will help Goff out. He wasn't at his best when Gurley was around.
He was at his best, yes. And I agree with that. But that's almost every quarterback around.
Yeah.
Like Stafford didn't have that. He still put up great numbers, but he would have been so much better if the Lions had committed to the run more. And that's what Dan Campbell wants to do as well, is they want to get to the ground and pound. That's why, guys, I've been saying this for like a week now when I was doing some free agent looking.
Agent looking. Yeehaw.
Mark Ingram, pair him with Swift. I'm just saying.
Okay. Now, I hear you, DERRN, and I've heard this before. Mark Ingram. Now, AP wants to come back, right?
I'm good.
Okay, so you would take Mark Ingram.
Oh, heck yeah. I'll pay him a little more than to keep AP. I liked AP, and I appreciate what he's done for this team, trying to teach our running backs and what he's done in the league. But the way I watched him run last year, the dude couldn't break a tackle after that first contact.
Okay, but how much did we see Mark Ingram, though? I mean, I saw him with the Saints, a little bit in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, he was a beast.
I don't know.
He was hurt last year.
I know, and that's kind of my point. Like, we need a 1-2 punch.
Yep.
We have we need like a knockout punch, and then we just have one half of that right now.
Okay. So what are you suggesting? Like we draft one?
I don't know. I honestly
gotcha.
don't. Yeah, I honestly don't know. The one thing I do know is we got to get rid of Kerryon. I know you don't feel Kerryon Johnson. He's got to go. I
don't care.
Yeah, he has outstayed his welcome to me, bro.
I mean, I think he can stay on the team because I think you lose a little bit of money if you cut him. I don't think it's a lot, but I still think you lose money. So he can still be that third third down, protect your quarterback guy, but he's not going to be your main runner, that's for sure, or your second runner.
We must, DERRN, we're getting the same alerts, bro. we're getting the same alerts because as soon as my phone vibrate, yours does. Got the fan sided and side lion report.
It's turned down now.
Hey, that's one thing about we got them boys on notifications, man. So I mean, I'm okay with that because I think it's an upgrade over Kerryon, who I'm not very fond of. But I mean, if he came, I wouldn't be mad.
Right. Now, who's to say he would come here though? That's a very good question. And honestly, I don't want this to happen, but I can see it happening.
Okay.
I don't think Gurley stays in Atlanta.
Okay.
I honestly don't. Don't kill me for this, guys, but I could maybe see Gurley taking on maybe not with the Lions, but he's going to start being not the starter. I think those knee injuries are starting to affect him. And I think teams are starting to see that he's not that starting caliber running back anymore.
Okay, somebody in the comments said Najee Harris.
You're going to have to give up a second-round draft pick for him. I think we have much more bigger needs than to draft one that high again. Because we just drafted Swift in the second round.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that luxury to do. I would love Harris. He would be great. But, I mean, as of right now, we have Cephas and Garbage Allison for the roster for wide receivers.
I hated that. I can't stand Geronimo Allison.
Yeah, dude won't even be on the team.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're in a world of hurt when it comes to receivers. I really do.
I think this is potential. I mean, now
Really?
that we got Goff, we
Yeah.
don't have to get a wide receiver, or we don't have to get a quarterback in the first round anymore.
Now,
Now, if you
Darren,
want,
we didn't. Do you think we're getting one? Because you weren't on the show last night. Do you think we're getting a quarterback at 7? You think the
no,
Lions are still going to do that? I don't either.
I don't. There's too much money into Goff to even think about it for this year, at least. Maybe next year or the year after. But you have him for at least 2 to 3 years. And so, in my opinion, you're putting that much money into Goff. I don't think they will draft one, at least in the first 2 rounds.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, my thing is, if you're going to draft the 4th round quarterback, okay?
What's the point?
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. What is
Just
the point?
keep Blau.
Exactly. We need so much stuff. We need a lot of stuff.
Right.
Drafting a 4th round quarterback. I mean, because what if we keep Burger? What if we keep Burger time on this team?
Oh, I'm sure they will.
So
because
it's
they
Goff,
spent a
Burger
lot of
time,
money.
Blau.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I don't think it was guaranteed though, Darn. I don't think any of it was guaranteed.
Let me look.
I don't think
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think any of it. It was a 2-year, $14 million, something like that. And I don't think any of it. Michael Anthony is in the building. Says the Lions won that trade. That's all facts, brother.
Absolutely.
Shout out to a lot of Lions fans don't feel that way though. They hate this. And I'm like, how can you hate it?
You got 2 first-round draft picks when a lot of people didn't even think we'd get 1 first-rounder. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I thought we'd at least get a first and like a third, but we got 2 first-round draft picks. That's 5 first-round draft picks in the next 3 years.
Yeah, and the Rams haven't had one in it'll be 7 years when this is over since they had a first-round draft pick.
The dead cap, I think, is like $5 million, something like that. Oh no, 750,000.
With who?
It's not bad. Daniels. It's 750,000.
Deuces, bro. He got to go.
Right.
He got to go. But I mean, who are we going to have to back him up though? I mean, to back up Goff. Blau.
I mean, who else is there?
Okay, what everybody they keep saying Washington's offer was better.
Yep.
But
I heard.
Okay, Dern, do you know what it was?
Nope, I don't know if it's been leaked. I just heard it was a little bit more.
So how can we say that?
Goff.
How can we say that if we don't know what it was? We don't know it.
It's coming from the people that do know, though. So I mean,
why don't they just leak the whole thing then?
It would be nice, but then you'd probably piss off a lot of fans.
Man, it would have been kind of a doozy to see him in Washington too. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of wanted him to go there.
But you got to remember, Matthew Stafford he didn't have the no trade clause like Deshaun,
right?
But the Lions were working with him, and I saw actually we'll talk about this more. I know we got to move on from Matthew Stafford because he's moved on from us, but I did see a video that it worked in favor of both sides. You had the Detroit Lions who got the best deal that they felt, and they also considered Matthew Stafford and his wants as well.
Absolutely, and that's something that they haven't done for other players. So that just shows that they're moving on from the old Lions. The old Lions didn't do this for Barry. They didn't do this for Calvin Johnson.
Somebody brought that up. Somebody brought it up, Darn. Somebody brought it up, man. And we, I'm not sure that it had anything to do with anything other than business. So we will see. But Travis with another super chat, thank you, sir, says, would you want Leonard Fournette on this team?
Why not?
Is it a 1-year deal?
Yeah, he's a 1-year deal in Tampa.
1 year.
He wanted that ring, man, and he might get it.
He might get it. Shout out to him, bro. I mean, I'd take him. I would take him. Right now, we
didn't Bell go on the Chiefs, so they both tried to get that ring, and they both might get it.
They're both up to get it. One of them will get it. One of them will not. That's crazy. Man. Ingram or Fournette?
Oh man, they're both a lot alike. I think Fournette is much younger and probably has a little more in the tank, but I think he will cost more as well.
Okay.
And he'll probably want that starting role.
Taking Fournette.
Swift
Well,
is that starting role for sure.
He's not gonna get the starting role if he want that. He don't have it here, do we? It was Ronald Jones, wasn't it?
It was Ronald Jones for the most part. It depends
Yeah.
what they were doing.
Yeah.
The running was more Jones, and Fournette was more of the pass catcher.
Yeah. Mike says Bo Scarborough. I don't know, man.
Bring
Bo,
back? No, thank you.
Hey, yeah, Bo went down and didn't return. I don't know what happened to him, but I saw him go down in that Seattle game.
Sign Joy Bell back.
Joy Bell, yeah, he probably off somewhere.
Our brothers, man, they're riot.
Yeah, they are. They are. But man, it's crazy because it's a lot of stuff coming out. Let me see. All right, let me see if this. All right, this is something about Jared Goff's cap space, but I think we talked about that yesterday.
I know that he's guaranteed quite a bit of money, but we don't pay. I think we pay maybe half of it this year. Okay. I don't know how that works, so I can't really speak on that.
All right, let me bring this in real quick, and this is from Lions Wire. Shout out to Twitter and my man Jonathan. Man, Jonathan is a cool cat. What's up, TY? Good afternoon. Just doing a little Lions podcast here. Now, you guys probably can't see this, but it says Goff's 2021 guaranteed money suggests he is locked in as the Lions starter in 2021. But beyond that, the Lions could consider moving on from him if they had a replacement quarterback developed and ready to play.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I did not know that. I think Don Burr was trying to tell me that. So,
well, he was also trying to tell you that we was going to get Jalen Hurts. Don Burr. Don Burr. Shout out to Don Burr, man. Let me see. A decisions on Goff future with the team will need to be made early in 2022 because in addition to his $15.5 million in guaranteed money in 2022, he also has a $10+ million guarantee for injury clause. That shifts to guaranteed money a little over a year from now, meaning if the Lions retain him in 2022, his $26.15 million contract becomes fully guaranteed for the season, which isn't a big deal if they're planning on him starting for a second season. Wow. Okay. I still think he's here, unless he's just horrid, which I don't think he's going to be.
Okay. So release him from his contract, and it's only $15.5 million in 2022? Yep. That's
in
interesting.
2022. Yeah. Trade him to another team willing to take on his contract, and therefore the Lions would have a zero cap hit in 2022.
Very interesting.
If Goff is still with the team in 2023 or beyond, they won't have any guaranteed money connecting him to the team as long as they make a decision before the $5 million roster bonuses come due.
Interesting.
So Holmes did his homework. Did his homework. Huh. That is interesting. But I still think he's on the team. I do.
Right. But it kind of changes a lot of things, too. I mean, if there is an out and if there is someone that Holmes and Dorsey really like, it's still kind of an option if they have an out like that. That's an easier out.
We're talking about at 7, Darren.
We're talking about at 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. I don't think they're just going to jump up for someone, though. If you get Lance, then that's at 7. Then you get Lance.
So now I'm wondering. This is what I'm wondering, bro. If I sincerely believe the retool, but if you take a quarterback, man, this is going to be an intriguing 2.5 months because if you take a quarterback, then I think you're rebuilding. I think you can't say retool at a quarterback.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think you can because, I mean, I guess the Packers had a luxury to do this last year, but they really, really needed wide receiver help too, and they just didn't do it. Okay, they went with Love last year.
Okay, but let's say, because here's my philosophy: if they're committed to Goff for 3 years, right? So we take a quarterback in the next, maybe the 2023 draft. Take a quarterback. we're going to trade out of the 7th pick. To now somebody is going to be like, okay, well, do they trade up to get the guy? Because I'm sure we're going to be fielding trade calls. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's do this. Let's do this since we got a little bit of time. Let's find out, because I looked at this the other day. And DERRN, what do you see, man? Do you see anybody possibly moving up and trading with the Lions?
The Broncos still need a quarterback.
They do.
I mean, the
Drew Lock is
49ers were still
horrible.
looking at quarterbacks because they didn't get Stafford.
Yes.
It all depends on free agency, but it's just all speculation right now.
Yeah.
As of right now, I see the 49ers still maybe trading up and the Broncos. Does Dallas re-sign Dak, which I'm sure they will?
I think they are. I think they are. I think
Right.
Jerry might have been considering it, but he waited too long, and now he's got.
They were considering Stafford, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
They
meant. Yeah,
contacted Detroit.
they did. Huh. Okay. So let's look at this real quick, and then we'll wrap it up and enjoy our Sunday. All right, because let me see. I gotta go to Tankathon because I'm a little curious about this. We talked about it the other day, and I'm wondering who. I think the Lions are in a worse position than before because now they got a quarterback, so a team might not want to jump them or trade with them. You know what I mean?
I think a team would, because I think the Panthers are looking for a quarterback as well. So the Panthers are one spot ahead of Denver. Denver could trade up. San Francisco would have to jump Carolina as well.
Okay, so let's just
New England.
Who takes? So Trevor Lawrence goes to Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what does New York do? What do you think?
Man, that's really tough. I
Really
hear
tough.
both sides. I hear Sewell and I hear Wilson. If it were me, I'm probably going Wilson.
Okay, so that means those two guys, Zach and Trev, is off the board. Miami, what do they do?
I feel their best option would be to trade back, but why not try to protect Tua or give him more weapons, I would say.
I think that as well. Stay with Tua, especially with Deshaun. Looks like Houston will not budge. I just don't think they're going to budge. Atlanta takes Fields, or what do you think happens there?
You know, I used to think that they would take a quarterback, but then I was watching, man, I don't remember what show it was, but this person brought up that Matt Ryan's contract is way too big for them to move on from him for like the next 3 years.
Ooh.
So would they get a quarterback this year and have that person learn for 3 years? I don't know if that's feasible.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know
because they're no Green Bay. That's for sure. All right, Cincinnati, Joe might not be ready, but they're not taking a quarterback. They're not going to do it.
It depends who's on the board at that pick.
You think so?
No, take what? What do you mean?
Cincinnati takes a quarterback.
Oh no, not a quarterback. No,
right.
I didn't hear you say quarterback.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It depends on who's there. I bet they would like Jamar Chase to pair back with Burrow, like in college.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. Is Sewell still there? It depends.
He is.
Yeah, they'd probably go Sewell if they could.
Okay, so now we're at Philadelphia, and they took Hurts. Wentz is blah blah blah, their guy. So that if Atlanta doesn't take Fields, then that means that Fields and Lance are there at 7.
Right.
Now, we go beyond that, Carolina. And see, I think if we actually roll with Goff, then Carolina doesn't need to come up. Denver doesn't need to come back up. Now let's go back. Let's look a little further down.
Mm-hmm.
New England, they need a quarterback.
Pittsburgh, potentially.
The football team needs a quarterback. The Chicago Bears, but I don't know if they have anything worth where they finally got their first round pick back.
Yep.
But they would have to more. Indianapolis needs a quarterback.
So does Pittsburgh. Depending on Ben.
He's playing. Ben's going to play, man.
Probably.
He's going to play.
That dude's crazy.
New Orleans, they got Taysom because Jameis.
Taysom and potentially Winston.
Yeah, but he only signed a 1-year deal, right?
Right, but are they going to bring him back? Because to me, I don't think Hill is a starting quarterback.
No, he is not. I strongly yes, I agree. Not at all. All right, so who could possibly make a move knowing that Lance and Fields could be there at 7?
I don't think Indianapolis would trade up. I think they're going to go with a veteran because they're so close.
Yeah, but they saw what happened last time. What veteran are they going to go with that takes them over?
Yeah, that's a very good question. There's not too many very good ones.
Unless they pick up Mitchell or something. I don't know.
I mean, I think Fitzpatrick would be pretty good with them.
Oh, God. You do?
I think... Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
You saw what he did with Tampa Bay before they got really good with all those people that flocked to them. I mean, he was lighting it up.
Yeah, he was. But he's Fitz, though. He's Fitz.
Oh, yeah. It's a hit or miss, definitely. But, I mean, who else would you bring? Cam Newton? That dude hardly threw anything.
I forgot about Cam Newton. Jimmy Neutron.
Can I get some sodium chloride? You mean salt? Yeah, sodium chloride.
All right, so DERRN, we got a little bit of possibilities, but it's at this point it would be who takes the most, who offers the most.
I would be assuming Denver does.
Okay, Denver offers the most, so we trade back
2 spots.
We trade back 2 spots, and what does Denver give us? Let me see.
Probably a first and like a fourth. It's only 2 spots.
A first and a fourth?
Something like that.
No, that's not who I want then. No.
You want a big haul?
I want a big haul. Big haul. Yep. So that's just me.
Right.
That's just me. So what do y'all think? Let me see. Let me look at the chat real quick.
I haven't looked for a little bit.
Okay. Jay says Cam would be nice in Washington over Denver.
Or Denver.
I
guess it depends.
Man,
what Cam are you getting?
Glasses. MicroMike says first and a third.
Could be, yeah. Definitely could be a first and a third. And I honestly would take that. You're only going back 2 spots.
That's not the one I want.
Extra third?
I want some juiciness.
Oh, so New England then.
Yeah, because we got a lot of
that 15th pick and like their second next year, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They have the 15th pick.
Yep.
And then round 2. Do they have a pick in round? Let me see.
Travis says team could trade up for a wide receiver. I guess it depends. Maybe for like the top 3 guys, but I don't see much more after that, at least in the first round, unless they just fell in love with the wide receiver. Because this wide receiver class is stacked.
Yeah, it is. Man.
I can see it for Jamar Chase or Smith.
Yeah, I want more.
You being that greedy guy.
Well, I want to win.
Right. I get it.
I don't want to not win, bro. You know what I mean? Like, knowing...
The more picks we get will set us up better for the future. I agree.
True. We've got a wait a minute. What did New England do to forfeit the 77th pick? What did they do? They did something.
I'm not quite sure.
What did they do? Does anybody know? Wow. Okay, was it COVID related? Because Vegas lost one as well. Wow. And I know it was some COVID stuff going on. Was it COVID related? Anybody in the chat? MicroMike says COVID. Holy smokes.
What was that one team that, I think it was the Titans, that almost their whole starting unit, their whole offensive line got nailed with COVID because they went outside?
I think it was the Raiders. I think that was the Raiders.
Was it the Raiders? I thought it was
it was.
Okay.
Wow. It was somebody. So they forfeited their 77th pick. So I personally want more. I want more. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I would. So I'd rather pick around 15 than I would 7 if we're not going quarterback. If we're going quarterback, I'm staying where we are at. But if we're not going to go the quarterback route, I would like to trade back to around 15, get more picks, like you were saying.
And what do you want? Let me bring this back in because I want 15, and I also want 46. Easy.
Okay. I'm sure you could probably get that.
Yeah. Now,
for second next year. That'd be fine with me.
See, I'm trying to win. And
right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like Matthew Stafford's going to give us one additional pick this year. That's 6. I think Brad wants at least 2 to 3 out of this. So that's why I think he's not willing to trade unless it's 2 picks easy. This year.
Pats would have to give up a 2022 first round. That would be nuts. If that's the case, first round, their first this year and an extra for next year, I'm taking that easy.
Oh, I mean that.
3 first round draft picks for next year? Oh, heck yeah. And you don't know if the Patriots are going to be good this year.
Yeah.
Next year. Yeah, this year.
I don't think they are. I mean, they get Chung back and Hightower, but I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference.
I do want to say one thing, and I hope this doesn't happen. What if Stafford gets hurt for them, and then they just don't do well? We would have 2. Yeah, we would have 2 really high draft picks. Because if Stafford gets hurt, I don't know if they go past 8 wins. I know they have a really good defense. They have a run game, but that backup quarterback, I don't know if he's going to win them 6 wins. I just can't see it.
I mean, either way it goes, 1 through 32, it doesn't matter where you pick, really. You don't know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
The higher, it's presumed that the higher would be better. Matthew Stafford turned out great. Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson. So they turned out worthy of their positions, although Calvin should have been number 1 if you look back, at it in past
How
tense.
big of a freak he was, man.
Jamar, what's his name? Jamarcus.
Chase?
Jamarcus
Russell?
When Calvin in 07. Worst pick, man. I'm telling you, top three. Him, Ryan Leaf, and one more. Giovanni
Tony
Bernard.
Mandarich.
Giovanni Bernard, the guy that San Francisco took.
I'd say Tony Mandarich.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because he was supposed to be a superstar, can't miss. Man, he was such a bust.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of them. Travis says, trade with Jax. They move up for a top wide receiver to go with TL. Your thought? Okay, he means Jacksonville, right?
They trade back up to 7. That's highly unlikely. So they'd have 2 top 10 picks. They'd have to give up a lot because do they have another first round pick in the first?
Do they? Yes, they got the 25th.
Oh, okay. So that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do that, but it's a possibility. Oh yeah, the 25th. Okay.
You know who's really doing? And this is listen. We're talking about a retool versus a rebuild, right?
Right.
Shout out to Trav. Appreciate that, man. Y'all got to see this. Y'all got to see what. First of all, let me give a shout out to the Miami Dolphins. Look at what they have. The 3rd pick. They have the 18th pick. Okay. Then we jump to the 2nd round. They've got the 36th pick. Holy man, and the 50th. Are you kidding me?
They also fleeced Houston.
Well, Houston, they're dumb. Bill O'Brien was just an idiot.
Right.
He was just an idiot, bro. So then if we go to the 3rd round, they've got the 82nd as well. Holy smokes. So these guys
be set up for success.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. So they have 4 picks in the top 50. Wow.
Yeah.
That is outstanding. That's how I want to be. That's how I want Brad Holmes to be for us. That's insane. Man, oh man. Rich says, I looked for your channel, didn't have any luck. Which one? Whose channel, bro? But DERRN, man. So listen, overall thoughts on the trade, man.
I love the trade. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I heard that Washington's was a little more, and I'm intrigued to hear. Because if they were offering someone like Daron Payne or Jonathan Allen, I'm going to be like, what the heck are you guys doing? But, I mean, as of right now, I like the trade a lot because 2 first-round draft picks and starting caliber quarterback that, for now, everyone wanted a bridge quarterback for a new quarterback anyway. So, I mean, what's to complain about? Just the money?
Y'all so wrong. This is the second time I've heard Jared Goff. Like, y'all just so wrong. Y'all are wrong, man.
I heard a lot of people call him Jared Goof.
Yes, Goof and Cough. Yeah, those are the 2 things that I've heard. That's
Goofy movie.
So terrible. Huh?
The Goofy movie.
Yeah. Well, listen, we will be back on Tuesday, and hopefully that Washington information comes out because we'll have more stuff to talk about. But do you want to miss Tuesday's show, man? We got a lot more to talk about. We'll be focusing on the Jared Goff side of this and just touching on Matthew Stafford a little bit because he is, after all, still currently a Detroit Lion. Let's wrap up with the comments. Travis says, stop hating on him. Yeah, I'm not hating on him. Brian is in the building. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? My DoorDash, subscribe to my DoorDash dad channel. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you stopping by, B. We're about to wrap it up. Yes, Zach says, I like that. Zach says, guy hasn't even played a single game here, and people already hate him. That's facts.
Some Detroit Lions fans will never be pleased.
Never be pleased at all. But the only thing right now that, like I said, hiring Marvin Lewis, I walk away. That didn't happen. I'm here. I like what they're doing. I love what Sheila's doing. Okay, so we get the 89th pick from LA. That's what we got for yesterday's trade.
For this year?
For this year. Yep. So we have the Detroit Lions currently pick 7th. We don't, oh my God, we don't pick again until 41. And then after that, we don't pick until, wait a minute. Then we pick 72 and then 89. So what if Brad finagles something and gets us another, maybe if we get out of that 7th, what if he gets us another 2nd? That wouldn't be bad. So yeah,
no, not at all.
So look, New England, trade New England the 15th, and we get their 15th, and we take the I just saw it, the 46th. We'll have the 41st pick and the 46th pick.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm down.
That's what I'm doing. But anyway, you guys have been awesome. Enjoy your Sunday. If you live in Michigan, you've got a shovel, as do I. And how is it there where you are, DERRN? A lot of snow?
Not that I see in the sky, no.
Very good.
I'm good right now.
Friend. Very good, man, because I've got to go hit that snowblower. But you guys have been awesome. Thank you for tuning in to Spike Kool-Aid. Make sure you check us out Tuesday at 7 o'clock when the phone lines will be open. So make sure you stick around for that. DERRN, what you got for the people, man?
I apologize I wasn't on last night. I stayed up till around 4 a.m. and I got up at about 8, 9. So
that's what we do, baby.
Yeah, having some fun, and that's what we do.
And that's what it's about, is having fun, man. So glad you made it today, and we will see you next week. So take care, guys. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Later.